travel, I want to go here. I want always quality over quantity. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So it's your baby girl here again, and if it's your first time on this channel, my name is Vanessa. On this channel we talk about lifestyle, we do vlogs, we do everything gist, and yeah, we do product reviews as well. Okay, so today, just like the thumbnail says, we want to talk about certain things that you should do in our 20s. Of course, we all know I just celebrated my 30th birthday, and I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I wish I also did. So yeah, I'm not a child. Forget about the small face. I'm not a baby. Okay, so if this is your first time on this channel, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, okay? And if you're an existing subscriber already, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always supporting this girl. I can't thank you guys enough, really. God bless you all. All right, so without wasting much time, let's get right into it. So today I have written down about 11 to 10 points thereabout on the things that I wish I did, or I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. Okay, so let's dive right into it. Okay, so the first thing I wrote down here, I said learn to spend time with yourself. Yes, a lot of us get carried away with so much work, so much to do. I want to meet up, I want to do this, I want to do that we forget to spend quality time with ourselves. Spending time with others, it's okay, yeah, but spending time with yourself, quality time with yourself, it's also okay. You can do things like spa sections, you can do other kind of fun stuff just by spending time with yourself, and you would feel relieved, you will feel better, you will feel great. So while in your 20s, even people in their 30s, it's good to spend quality time with yourself. But in that phase of 20s, we're all in a rush. We want to meet up, we want to, because of the way the society has made things look like, oh, if you don't make it in your 20s, or you can't make it any longer, who says that? Who makes the rules? So yeah, this is me telling you that in your 20s, learn to spend time with yourself, learn to have fun with yourself. All right, so that's the first point. The second point I said was keep building yourself. This is education wise, career wise. A lot of us will be like, oh, once you're done with your university, you feel like, oh, there's no need for me to get other qualification, there's no need for me to get other certification. Who makes those rules? You need to keep building yourself, keep educating yourself. Be it you've done your degree, yes, well done, right? But what other things can you use to back up those experiences that you're trying to gather while in your 20s? All right, so those are the things that you need to consider doing in your 20s. When you're done with your your degree, you might want to get other certifications. Like what I'm doing, that's what I'm currently doing, right? I'm trying as much as possible that every year I'm going to be getting one certification each in my career, okay? Just so that I can scale up the ladder as well and don't remain where I am. All right, because while you're young, your brain is still fresh, you want to do a lot. There's so many websites on on the internet today that you can learn from. So many websites that you can go. Allison, for example, you can register for courses there, and trust me, you'll be amazed what you're going to know, all right, what you're going to learn as time goes on. So please, career wise, education wise, learn to build yourself spiritually. In every aspect of your life, generally, just learn to build yourself. Don't just pause and say, oh, I'm done with school, so henceforth I'm done reading. A lot of people say that's like, oh, I'm done with my degree, so I'm done reading. No, don't stop building yourself. So the next point says learn to take risk. I gave an example, like e.g. starting a business. Now, a lot of us, while in our 20s, we only be saying, oh, I really want to do this, I want to do that, or we don't end up starting it. I had a lot of ideas while I was in my 20s. Of course, I had a lot of ideas of things that I really wanted to do, but I was scared of taking those steps. I was saying, oh, what if I start and I fail? Or what if I do this and that? No, I'm here to tell you that you shouldn't be scared of taking those risks. If you don't take the risk, how will you know if you're going to succeed or if you're going to fail? So this is me using myself as an example. There's so many businesses I had in my mind, and I was like, no, I'm seeing people doing those businesses and they're succeeding, and I'm like, you see, if only I started, if only I stood up, if only did those things, by now I'll probably be somewhere, okay? I'll probably be somewhere else. So try to take risk as much as possible. And this brings us to our next point of saying stop procrastinating. stop procrastinating. I will do it today, I will do it tomorrow, I'll do it next year, or I'll start today, or I'll start next year. Stop procrastinating. Your 20s are the time that you have, because you're still young, you're still agile, you're still moving around, you can still, you're all bubbly and everything. Those are the times that you need to get up and keep it kicking. All right, so stop procrastinating. Whatever you have in mind and you really want to do, and deep down your heart and soul you really want to do this, please do not procrastinate, because it is a thief of time. It steals your time, it steals everything. So when you have something in mind, when something pops, an idea, for example, pops in your head, okay, try and make sure you do it right there and then. Just start it already. Start it, because when you don't do it, imagine I say, oh, okay, I'm going to be doing this thing. By next year, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start hitting the gym, right? And then next year comes, and then I'm like, oh, I'm feeling lazy. Oh, let me hit the gym next month. Oh, and then I keep procrastinating. Am I going to achieve the result I want? No. Am I going to get that banging body I'm looking for? No. You got to put in the work, all right? So I think a lot of us make that mistake of, I'll be like, oh, when I'm like 25, I think I'm going to be hitting the gym. I want to be going to the gym more. I want to eat healthy more. But yo, that's that. So thank God for genetics. Anyways, I don't go to the gym, but thank God for genes that I'm like this. All right, but that shouldn't be it. Okay, so that takes us to the next point. While in your 20s, okay, learn to appreciate yourself, learn to travel, learn to gift yourself. I did this, I think, every year, like aside my birthdays or anything. When I work so hard, I try to gift myself. Yeah, nobody is going to do it for you. Okay, nobody is going to buy you stuff, except if you're just looking for somebody to just be gift. Nobody will be gifting you every now and then just this way. So learn to what appreciate yourself. You see that I want to travel. I am that person that I was like, oh, in my 20s I really want to travel so much. I really want to go here, I really want to travel to different countries and all of that. But did I end up doing it? No. Why? Because I kept procrastinating. I kept saying, oh, if I travel, use this money to travel now, which one will I use to do this? Which one will I use to do that? Do you understand? But forgetting that money will come back. When you travel, that money will still come. So it's not like when you travel, oh, that's the end of, nah, that's not it. Learn to appreciate yourself as much as what possible. Learn to appreciate yourself. If it's by gifting yourself, if it's by traveling, if you really want, you're someone who really want to travel and explore, please by all means do it. Don't procrastinate. Don't be like me and say, oh, I'll do it, next year, and then you never get to do it. Okay. So moving forward onto our next point, I said, be kind to people and also listen to how people treat you. Now, this is about the kind of people you have in your circle. It's very, very important that you have, that you yourself, you're kind to people, show up for people, do things for people. I'm very guilty of that. I'm not somebody that I really go out, because most times I'll be like, work, I'm tired. I know a lot of people in my circle are supposed to understand, right? But some people tend not to understand and all of that. So I'm not going to be so hard on myself. But then again, I will always say, try to be kind to people as much as you can. People around you, people you meet in life, just try to be kind to people in general. Okay, and also watch how people treat you. If you feel weird about certain ways that people are treating you, trust me, just back out. You don't have to be in that space. Okay, and this is going to bring me to the next point of what we're going to talk about now. Choose your friends wisely. Quality over quantity. That's what I've been saying, because while in your 20s, right, when the kind of friends you make will determine the kind of people in your circle when you're in your 30s, 40s, and the rest of them. Of course, you meet other people as life goes on, right? But then you just need to be able to choose the right set of people. Okay, don't just gather people, all people all these people that gather as shabby people. Don't just gather people in the name of gathering sake, but make sure that those people that you're putting in your life, because they will have positive or negative impact in your life. All right, so be very sure of what you are putting in your circle. You understand? Okay, so on to the next point. I said address things immediately so you don't hurt yourself. I think I'm very guilty of this. I don't tend to address things when things happen. I don't tend to address things immediately. Okay, that's because I'm like, well, I feel like everything will be all right. I feel like, oh, this thing would be fine. I feel like, but no, when someone does something to you, when someone hurts you, talk about it so that you just let it go. It's better you talk about it and free up your mind on whatever it is than holding grudges. When you're holding grudges, you're only limiting yourself. Okay, So in our 20s, that's when you get to meet things. You get to have altercations with people. You get to have misunderstanding with people, especially when you have people in your circle that don't really understand you. Then again, that's why you need to know the kind of people you're keeping in your circle. All right. So there are people that are supposed to understand you. People that maybe when something happens, they can call on you and be like, oh, let's address this, or let's do this, or let's do that. Not people that would now gossip you at your back or something. Those are not real friends, I must tell you for sure. So address things immediately so that you don't hurt yourself in the process. All right, so that you don't also harbor things in your heart or hate towards anybody. Okay. Then the next point is appreciate every stage of life. Okay, whether you're in your 20s, whether you're in your late 20s, whether whatsoever, appreciate your age, live it the way you're supposed to be. Being 20, being 22, being 23, 25, you're still a child. Be the child that you are. Don't just jump into saying, oh, because my friends bought a car, I mean, so I'll have to buy a car. You're jumping from your stage of life and moving on to another person's stage of life. That person you're envying might even be like in their 30s or 30 something. Life does not go that way. Okay, be the child that you are. Enjoy every stage of your life. Enjoy every age, every year of your life. That's how it's supposed to be. Not just pressurizing yourself unnecessarily. Stop putting unnecessary pressure on you or on yourself. Don't allow social media to fool you. A lot of people that are posting their certain lifestyle they will live, and trust me, you might not even want to live that life. While some people, yes, truly they work so hard and then they make those things happen. But live at your age, live within your own pace. So that brings us to our last point for today, which is stop explaining yourself for every action. Yes, there are some people that can hold you accountable and be like, okay, because you're this close to me, I'm going to explain myself to you or something. But if you have people again in your circle that you have to be explaining yourself to them every now and then, they are not supposed to be in your circle. Trust me, as time goes on, this is like reading the shaft away from the main thing. That's just how it is. 20s will teach you that gathering people does not mean, okay, you just require to have like a lot of people around you. That is when you see quality playing itself over quantity. So stop explaining yourself to certain people. If certain things happen, like me, like what I say now, I'll be like, well, if they tell you I'm a bad person, please believe it by all means. I'm a bad person. Okay, not like I'm a bad person. Deep down my heart, I know how I feel towards each and everybody. Okay, but when someone says something and then you have to start explaining yourself to justify, oh, this is who I am, my dear, you already know you're in the wrongest of all places. So please do not catch yourself in that circle where you have to be explaining yourself to people. Oh, I'm sorry, this, that, I couldn't meet up to this because of that, I couldn't meet up to that because of that. Do you get me? So please stop wasting your 20s and all of that. So if you look at the thumbnail, like I said again, I said myself, no, I didn't waste my 20s. I'm thankful to God for the experiences I had in my 20s. It shaped me. It made me to realize the kind of life I really wanted, the kind of people I wanted around me, and all of that. Does not mean I hate anybody. No, I don't hate anybody. I just realized the kind of life I really want to live. That's about that. So we have come to the end of this video, and if you did enjoy watching this video, please do not forget to give us a thumbs up. Okay, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and please drop one or two advice for our brothers and sisters that are still in their 20s and hoping by the grace of God to get to their 30s as well. And for those in your 30s, life has just even begun. Trust me, it's now time for us to put in the work, put in the action, continue to strive, continue to push, and just continue to be the baby girls and the baby boys that we are. All right, so that's the end of this video. I'm just going to leave it and enjoy watching. Drop your comments, drop your advices. We're here to read and respond to all of it. So thank you very much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay.